Author's POV at college. You were just entering your college while you were running in your college ground, cause a puppy dog was running behind you, and you were trying to run away from that puppy, cause you are afraid of him, and also you don't like animals. 1. Oh my god, why is he running behind me only? What I did with him? Ah, you said while still running in the ground, but then suddenly you bumped into someone and hugged him tightly without even noticing who is he or not. 1. Please save me from him, please. Scared. Excuse me, miss, he said while trying to part away, but you grabbed his shirt with your fist and said, "One, please save me to this puppy." Then that man noticed who you are afraid of. In mind, Aish, this silly girl is afraid of that cute puppy. Then that puppy started licking your shoes and you were afraid more, so you closed your eyes. And that man lost himself in you until you spoke. One, please, can you escape him? I'm scared. After you spoke, he came back in his sense and said, "Don't be afraid, I'm here for you," he said while putting his hand around your waist and pulling you closer to him. One, yes, please, scared. Then after a minute, that puppy went from there. One, is he gone? Asking. Yeah, he said while parted away. Then you looked around and sighed heavily. One, Aish, thank God, closed eyes, while looking at you. One, oh, thank you so much, you said while holding his hand and thanked him. It's okay, smiling. Then you left from there while he was staring at you, at your disappearing figure. Jimin POV. I can't believe this girl is afraid of just a puppy. And by the way, this girl was also cute like the puppy, smiling. But girl, your fragrance makes my day, smirking. Time skip to your classroom. You were sitting with your best friend Rose at the last bench while talking about your earlier incident. But then suddenly your principal came into the class and said, "Principal, good morning class. Hope you all are doing well. Today I'm gonna introduce you with your new maths professor. Please come, Mr. Park," smiling. Then a person came inside your classroom. Principal, so students, this is your new maths professor. Then the principal left from there. One, "Omo, Rose," low voice. "Rose, what happened, babe?" One, "He's that person whom I hugged accidentally." Rose, "Oh, so this handsome man is our new professor." One, Stop talking nonsense. Attention please. So class, from now I'm your maths professor and my name is Park Jimin. All girls of your class were trolling over him cause he is very handsome and also very young to be a professor. Jimin POV. When I entered the class, my eyes fell on the familiar figure, and she was that silly girl who hugged me earlier. Jimin in mind. So this silly girl is my student, smirking. Jimin. Students, I'm here for only 1 month. Now let's start our lecture. All have their books? All nodded. Jimin. Anybody who doesn't bring his book? Author's POV. Guys, in your whole classroom, only you are the one who didn't bring her book. So you're afraid and slowly stand up from your seat while looking down. One, Mr. Park, I'm so sorry. I didn't bring my. Jimin in mind. Shit. This girl, I wanna punish you. But it's okay. This is her first time, so I should leave her. Jimin. What's your name? Wyan. Jimin. So, Miss Wyan, why don't you bring your book, Wyan. Actually, I forgot it at home. Jimin, this time I leave you, but make sure it shouldn't happen again, cause next time I won't hesitate to give you punishment. Cold. You nodded while looking down. Then he starts his lecture while he was also looking at you time to time. But you were looking outside the window and you don't pay attention in your class, cause you don't like maths. Then suddenly he spoken between his lecture. Jimin, Miss Wyan, what's going on outside, huh? Wyan, nothing, Mr. Park. Nervous. Jimin, then why are you looking outside instead of pay attention in the class, huh? Wyan, I'm sorry. Looking down. Jimin, meet me in my cabin after this lecture. I wanna talk with you. You nodded, and while other girls were jealous of you, cause they thought he gave you more attention than others. Time escaped after your lecture. After finishing his lecture, he left, and after some time, you went to his cabin, wine in mind. Oh God, please save me. I think today is my bad luck. Now I don't know why he called me in his cabin. Is he really going to punish me? You went to his cabin and said, Juan, may I come in, Mr. Park? Jimin, yes, come in. So you went inside and stood in front of him while looking down. Jimin, so Miss Juan, look at me. Cold voice. Juan, huh? Confused. Jimin, I said look at me. Miss Juan, you lift your face and look at him cause you were afraid of him by his deep and husky voice. I'm so sorry, Mr. Park. Next time I will bring my book. Jimin, why are you afraid of me, huh? Did I do something to you? In fact, I helped you in the morning, Why, no, Mr. Park, it's not like that. Jimin, then what, huh? Why are you afraid? Why, actually, I should, you punished me. Soft voice. Jimin in mind. Yeah, I wanna punish you whenever I see your cute face. But not in that way. I wanna punish you in my way. Smirking internally. Jimin, come here. I'm not gonna punish you. Then he slowly went towards him and stood with a little distance. Jimin, show me your hand. When, huh? Then you extend your hand to him and he gave you some notes of today's lecture and said, Jimin, this is today's lecture notes. Go and do this by yourself. I will ask you these questions tomorrow, okay? You nodded. Yeah, I also brought my phone number. You can call me whenever you want and ask me anything. Smiling. When, huh? Confused. Jimin, I mean, if you have any problem, then you can call me and ask me. You nodded. When, may I go, sir? Softly. He said nothing and got up from his chair and walked a little close to you. Jimin, but make sure, Miss Van, next time you paid attention in my class, okay? He said, smiling while tucking some of your hair behind your ear. You nodded and left while he was looking at you with a smirk and said, Jimin, oh, how cute she is. And the second one is her sweet smell. Jimin, princess, your smell is making me more crazy for you. Smug. Jimin, see you soon, princess. Smiling in your direction. Time skipped to next day. Jimin entered the classroom and his eyes were searching for only you. But he didn't find you, so he got annoyed and started his lecture. Jimin in mind, oh shit, where is this girl? Angry. Time skip after 10 minutes. Jimin was teaching in his class. Then suddenly you came to the class entrance while breathing heavily, like you were running. May I come in, Mr. Park? Breathing heavily. After hearing your voice, he looked at your direction and a smile made on his face after looking at you. Jimin, come in, husky voice. You entered the classroom and went towards your seat, but he stopped you and said, Jimin, wait, Miss Wan. Will you tell me why you are late? Wan, I'm sorry, Mr. Park. Breathing heavily. He saw you breathing heavily, or you looked very tired. So he went towards his table and took out his water bottle and gave it to you. Jimin, take this while giving you bottle. One, huh? Jimin, drink it. Cold voice. One, no, Mr. Park. I'm okay. Smiling. Jimin, I said drink it. Cold voice. While the whole class was just silently looking at you both, and the girls are becoming jealous of you. And when he said in the cold voice, so you take his bottle and drink it, and said, One, thank you, Mr. Bug, smiling. He nodded. Time skip after 15 days. Like this, days is going to pass, and your professor will become very sweet towards you, and also he treated you differently with the other students. But sometimes you are scared of him by his dark aura and his deep voice, but sometimes you like him. Or this POV in the Jimin lecture. Today you were sitting with your other classmate Taeyang on the last bench. And after some time, Jimin came and saw you sitting with a guy and got angry and said, Jimin, Miss Wan, why do you sit behind him? Jimin, come and sit here, pointing towards the front bench. Wan, but Mr. Park, I'm okay here. Jimin, I said sit here, cold voice. You gulped and sat in front of him while pouting and say sorry to Taeyang. Time skipped to your lunch in canteen. You were sitting alone in the canteen because today your friend Rose didn't came. So that's why today you sit with Taeyang because he is also a nice guy. But your professor let it not happen. You have just started your meal, but then suddenly someone comes to you and it is Taeyang. You smiled at him. Taeyang, can I sit with you? Smiling. Why, of course. Then he sits beside you and you both have your meal together while talking to each other happily. And you also have shared your food with each other. But you don't know that someone is watching you in anger with burning eyes. And he is none other than your professor, Park Jimin. Then after looking at you, he left from there in anger. Jimin went to his cabin and threw a coffee cup on the floor in anger. Jimin in mind, sighing heavily. Princess, why are you making me mad at you day by day? I thought after finishing my mission, I will keep you with me forever. But now I think I should focus on you instead of my mission. Sign in frustration while grabbing his hair. Jimin, but don't worry, baby girl. Soon I will make you mine and teach you whom you belongs to, he said to himself while smirking. Time skipped to next day. He again saw you with Taeyang while you both were talking with while smiling, which makes him more angry. Later then he starts his lecture while looking at you angrily. Jimin, hope everyone is doing their assignments. All students, yes, Mr. Park. Jimin, great. Then please submit it here and now. Then all students started to submit his assignment while you were searching your assignment in your bag, but you forgot it to your home. Jimin, Miss Ryan, why don't you submit your assignment, huh? Ryan, I'm sorry, Mr. Park. I think I forgot it to my home. Jimin, why are you so careless, Miss Ryan? A bit angry. Ryan, I'm sorry. Looking down. Jimin, this time I won't leave you. Stay here after college. Today I will give you detention. Ryan, huh? Jimin, now sit down. Cold voice. You nodded while looking down before sitting. Your POV. What happened to him? Why today he's mad at me? He never scolded me. Time skip after your college. Your whole class went to their homes, even if your college became silent, while only the college staff was left there. While you were still sitting in your classroom, then after a minute he came into your classroom while you were lowering your head with closed eyes. He came near you and stood a little close to you. Then after a minute of relaxing, you opened your eyes and got scared to see him in front of you. When will you come, Mr. Park? Jimin, just a while ago. Soft voice while staring at you deeply. Jimin, shall we start? What? Jimin, your detention, Miss Van. But Mr. Park, I really do my assignment. Please believe me. Soft voice while sad. Jimin, shh, I believe you, he said while caressing your hair. Jimin, take this question paper and solve it. And if you have any problem, then ask me. I'm here. I'm also sitting here, okay? You nodded while holding the papers. You start doing your work while he was continuously looking at you without even blinking. Time skip after 2 hours. Mr. Park, please. It's getting late. May I go? Jimin, show me your answers. You show him your work and your answer was wrong. Jimin, what is this? Cold voice. I'm sorry, Mr. Park. I don't know how to solve this. Scared while looking down. Jimin, then why don't you ask me, huh? I told you, right? Suddenly your phone rang and you asked him to pick it up. Can I, sir? He nodded. You picked it up on your phone and Tim was calling you. OTP, Wine, hello Thang. Low voice. Thang, Wine, where are you? I'm waiting for you outside in the cafe. Wine, I'm still in college and complete my detention. Thang, oh, it's okay, I will wait for you. Wine, it's okay, you can go. You were unaware that Jimin was staring at you in anger, cause he was hearing your all talks with him, and before you said further to him, Jimin got up from his chair and snatched your phone and hung up the call in anger. He flinched by his sudden action. What happened, Mr. Park? Jimin, you were talking with Taeyang, right? Yes, but Jimin, don't you think nowadays you talk too much with him? Huh? Then what's wrong with that? Jimin, oh, what's wrong with that, huh? Now do I have to tell you not to talk with any other guy, huh? Angrily, while coming towards you. What? But why can't I talk with any other guy? You said while moving backwards. Jimin, cause you are mine, princess. Smirking. He said while holding you by your arms before pinning you on the wall. Jimin, you are mine. Deep and husky voice. You stayed silent cause you are still confused what's going on here. He comes a little close to you and smells you to calm his anger. But it makes you weird things, so without utter a word, you pushed him away. What's wrong with you, Mr. Park? What are you going to do, huh? Jimin chuckled by a question and said, Jimin, you are very innocent, princess. Still, you don't understand. But it's okay, soon you will be mine, and I will ruin your innocence. Smirk. He said while rubbing your lips while you looked at him in shock. You jerked his hand away from you and was about to go from there, but he held your hand softly and gave a soft kiss on your cheek and said, Jimin, take care, princess, and don't try to talk with any other guy, or especially with Taeyang, or I don't know what I will do. He said some of your hair stuck behind your ear while smiling. Author's POV time skip after 5 days. 5 days passed and you weren't going to your college cause now you are afraid of him and now you don't wanna face him. You thought he came to your college just for 1 month, so you will join your college when he leaves the college. Author's POV. But you don't know, you triggered his anger. He's getting mad day by day. He also asked about you to your friend, but they had no idea why you won't come. Jimin POV. I think the girl is testing my patience. I want her, but I think my princess wants to earn me. But still she doesn't know me properly, smirking. 7 p.m. at your house. You were in your room while you were thinking about him deeply, cause you slowly started to like him. But last day you saw a new personality of him, which you don't want to see again. You liked his sweet nature. Your POV. I hope he never comes back in my life, and until he leaves college, I don't wanna go. I don't know what he is in actuality. Who are you, Mr. Park? You were deep in your thoughts until your doorbell rang and you interrupted. You got confused. Who is coming at this hour? Cause you are alone at home and your parents went out of town. You came to open the door, but when you opened the door, your eyes widened and you got shocked. Surprise, smiling. You were in shock and you went 2 steps backwards. When Mr. Park? He was about to come inside, but you stopped him and tried to close the door. But he came in between and went inside forcefully. while you were just looking at him in shock. Wine, what's wrong with you, Mr. Park? Jimin, exactly what's wrong with you too? He said while sitting on the couch, look like a king and straightly looking at you. Jimin, why don't you come to your college, huh? Wine, Jimin, tell me, princess, why don't you come? Why would I tell you? You just go from here. Jimin, what if I don't, huh? He said while getting up. Then, Jimin, then, he said while coming towards you with raised brows. Then I will shout. You said while going backwards. Jimin, oh, then shout. Still coming towards you. You were scared of him, so you were about to shout, but before he put his hand on your mouth while pinning you on the couch and hovered over you. Jimin, I think, princess, you had a lot of guts, huh? Smirking while he was dangerously close to you. What are you doing, Mr. Park? You said while trying to get away from him. And his grip became a little tight while your heart was beating very fast. Leave me, Mr. Park, struggling. Jimin, nothing worked, baby girl. You can't escape from me, smirking. Please, Mr. Park, leave me. It's hurting. Pleading eyes. He really cares about you, so within a minute, he loses his grip and get up from you. Who are you? Jimin, what do you wanna know? Raised brows. I wanna know about you. Who you are in actuality. You are not a professor, right? Jimin, you are becoming smart day by day, what do you mean? Jimin, you are right. I'm not a professor. Jimin, then who are you? Confused. Jimin, I'm a mafia. He says, smiling, pulling you and making you sit on his lap. What you are a mafia? Shocked and scared. He nodded while putting a hand on your waist and pulling you closer. What are you doing? Jimin, just want to spend a little time with my princess. If you are a mafia, then why you become a professor? Jimin, oh, you ask so many questions. Can't you even spend me a little time with you? Please tell now. Cute voice. Jimin, okay, I'll tell you everything, but I want something. Smirk. What do you want from me, huh? Are you going to kill me? Jimin, oh no. Why would I kill you, You are my love. He said while hugging you, cause he really cares about you. I thought you are a mafia, so that's why. Jimin, no, I just want a kiss. Smiling. What? Leave me. Shocked while breaking the hug. Jimin, what happened, baby girl? I just asked for a kiss. No, I don't want not do that and leave me. You said while getting up from him. Jimin, okay, listen. I'm a mafia and it's my mission. So that's why I have to become a professor. And I like your fragrance when you hug me for the first time. And I'm really love you. Please try to understand, love. I don't want to force you, please. And I know you love me too, so don't dare to tell lie to me. But how do you know? Shocked. Jimin, means you also love me, right? Smiling. Wine, what are you talking, huh? I don't like mafia. Wine in mind. Wine, you fell for a mafia, seriously? You were in your thought while he kissed you on your lips. You were shocked by his action, but unwillingly you also kissed him back because his kiss gave you a pleasure and a different type of peace. Jimin, I love you, he said after breaking the kiss and cupping your face. When, you don't have words for him, you look down. Jimin, just say at once, please. Jimin, smiling while hoping. When I love you too. The end.